just make stuff up. So behind us now you're going to see Katoomba Falls just coming out into the sunlight. 244 metres high, flows from a natural spring. And that is actually Sydney's drinking water coming off the edge of that cliff. After about 6-7 days, that water there's found its way to Warragamba Dam. So if you've ever wondered why Sydney's water tastes a little bit like backpacker, that's the reason. Below us over here you'll see the railway, where a lot of you probably began your journey in the rainforest. It's interesting to note, for anyone that has a bit of a problem with heights, when you got off the train and stood on the platform, you probably did feel a great sense of relief. Little did you realise you were still 70 feet off the ground. It's amazing the power of the mind. Incidentally, if you do have a problem with heights, you're probably really enjoying yourself right now. On our eastern side, which is that one, for anyone who's a bit directionally challenged, you've got the gorgeous Three Sisters. Most famous sisters in the entire Blue Mountains, so long as the Kardashians aren't here, of course. And the names of those rocks from left to right are Menai, Woomla, Gunny-Doo, and Dave. We're now coming up alongside another pillar of sandstone, like the Three Sisters. Unlike the Three Sisters, he's all by himself. So his name is Orphan Rock. We do like to name things fairly obviously up here. You'll notice he has 2 holes and a large crack like most people. And he was a very popular lookout up until the late 1960s when he began to fall out of favour because he sort of started dropping rocks on people's heads. And then in 1974 he lost half his mass, all of his popularity, and he was closed down for good. It's now a $2,500 fine if you get caught up on top of him. We're going to swing, folks. Seriously, we're about to swing. You ready? Here we go. Oh, yeah. And now you can get one last look at the top of Orphan Rock. And you see that lookout at the far right-hand side of it where the fence is. Now that was the place back in the day. Everyone wanted to get their photo taken there. And I think that that little location on Orphan Rock is actually probably the saddest thing about him. Because with him being closed down in 1974, he wasn't open in 1998. And as such, no one has ever reenacted Titanic off the front of that rock. It's heartbreaking.
There's a roller coaster up here.
There might be a slight, subtle, barely noticeable thud when we're docking here, guys. So when you're exiting, my friends, it's going to be out of this side of the cableway. You will need your wristbands at the end of the corridor, but it's a very long corridor, and let's be honest, they are